Hello, everybody. Today, I was feeling an inspirational thought and a message that I felt like I was being called to come on and share real quick. And because I was in experiencing and feeling this energy of like where you've had just come out of this long period of time of focusing on and growing this essentially garden or a tree. And I was getting this image, and it's been protected, and it's had all this support. I got this image of like, when they're reforesting areas and to protect the tree saplings from deer, they they put those little lace things, barriers around the saplings until they get to a certain size so that they get like a jump start and everything. So, and just like that, that's what you've kind of stepped out of a space like that. And now all these things these shadowy aspects, these like old habits or limiting beliefs that you were living in for so long are now coming and rising to the surface at the same time, kind of seeing what you're gonna do with them. Not so much like, are you gonna fall back in it, but like, what are you gonna do with it? And I was getting the image, it's like, so now you're at this point where you've removed those barriers, and it's like the roots and the branches and everything have expanded to what was lying dormant in the soil, and now it's being drawn up into it, and you're being called to transmute that into actualizing and continuing to take those inspired actions towards your goals and aspirations. And with that, it's I think of like, I was being reminded of a really good book of like Atomic Habits, of taking that 1% every day, and how that 1% every day, it adds up. Or just on a regular basis, just that consistency, even if it's just a little percentage towards that goal or aspiration. And it adds up and it builds up over time. And the reason for that is because I was also being shown an image of a person being blindfolded, but you're at this point in your journey where, yes, you might have this blindfold on, but you have all these other senses and tools and like ways to see without the traditional eyes, because you're in this unknown kind of a stage in your journey. And that's divinely orchestrated so that, everything you've accumulated and gathered is now being used, and eventually that blindfold will fall away. But it's kind of like you're like that explorer, and it's like you're creating this map as you go, but you can't see the whole map, or at least not even a huge portion of it. So it's bringing up that anxiousness sometimes comes up because it's a lot. It's like an instant gratification energy that's coming up. It wants to just like, it's because it's, you've been visualizing, probably, doing manifestation or just even daydreaming, and so you kind of see the whole picture, but not exactly. And you kind of are being called to drop that right now, because that would really help with this instant gratification energy that's kind of trying to come in and see, what are you gonna like fall back and like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go to the thing that feels good right now, or am I going to, continue to take, like, okay, I can do something like that later, but I need to do these things and keep taking these actions, and then I can go enjoy myself later, because in a like constructive way. And it's that creative sacral energy coming through, and that can be it's very powerful, but it can be overwhelming. So just breathe, ground, you got this, and take that next step. Well, I'm gonna go do my ballet and do my workout, And I'll catch you next time, and take care till next time. Sending you all so much love. Bye bye.